I was gonna call out and say we were like 2 minutes before the stream start. We're going down the checklist. I'm like, I thought I was joking when I threw this out, saying like, "Hey, is YouTube ready this week?" I thought it was a callback, but no, it was an actual. Oh, good call. You're right. I'm like, oh, great. All right. So, thanks, YouTube. I'm glad you can join us this week.
Yes, thank you, YouTube.
Are we there?
Oh my goodness.
Are we not there?
We're not. I they were not.
Okay, you know what?
It seems we're not there.
I'm just, I'm just gonna say hello and welcome everyone to our weekly live stream that happens every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I am your host, Sophia, and yes, Adrian is calling me out for all my technical difficulties. If you saw me just like sitting here for a while, like what's happening? It's because I could hear his voice twice.
Yeah. And instead of helping, because I have the ability to like look around the YouTube studio the same as Sophia does, just sat here throwing out banter and embarrassing her in front of chat. So, you know, really, I'm really committed to making sure the stream is better week after week.
Thank you. And I think that was a good introduction.
Yeah, that's valid. That's fine. I'm a community manager, Adrian. If you stop around the Kongregate Discord server, you'll see me a lot.
Yes, that's true. And we have another guest from Kongregate. Glenn, that's
Yes. I'm Glenn Lasso. I mean, that's me, right? It's on my
That's
turn.
you.
All right. I'm Glenn Lasso. I'm an animator from Chile, South America. And I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you. And okay, here's the thing. I wrote on like Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter that we have a special guest today. I lied. We have two special guests. And other special guests. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, with pleasure. Thank you, Sophia. Hi, everyone. I'm Guillaume, and I'm the art director and one of the associate founder of Cryptors Studio and Cryptoscope, the game we're supposed to talk, I guess.
Yes. So today we are playing the reboot from the Cryptors Studio. So very exciting. Before we get into playing it, though, this is your reminder that no matter where you're watching, whether it's Twitch or Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, because I'm pretty sure we're live on YouTube, and I think Adrian is double checking.
I mean, I'm totally not just responding to DHA to say hi because it felt rude to not. But yes, we must be live on YouTube because DHA can see me. I could say hi to them. Hi, DHA. How you doing?
Hi. So, as we have mentioned before, no matter where you're watching, if you go onto YouTube and you chat with us there, you are entered to win 100 creds, and we will roll for winners twice during the stream. So 2 people can win 100 creds during the stream if you're chatting with us in the YouTube chat. And then what else is going on at Kongregate? Well, let's see. We just posted earlier this week, we posted a Hispanic Heritage Month blog from our other co-host, Francisco, who's not here today, but he was here last week. And so, as I said last week, Feliz Mes de la Herencia Hispana. And I feel like I have to...
Sophia is like now committed to showing off the languages she can accurately pronounce, only because I may have brought up one Japanese word that she pronounced incorrectly. And so now I get to live in the shadow of correct. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Well, in that case, Joyeux-moi de patrimoine hispanique also.
What kind of that?
I feel like I said that really terribly.
Good.
I get nervous on the live streams and when I'm speaking languages other than English, and then all accent just goes.
You had an Icarus moment. You flew too close to the sun on that one.
I did.
You could do a French, maybe, a little bit of French. your stuff.
Yeah, there's no one here in the call to judge your French ability, that's for sure.
I know. Our two special guests here are just like straight up judging my accent right now. They're
Nah. It's good. It's good. We're not doing anything.
It was really good.
okay. They're only saying that because we're live. I know that once we're not live, they're gonna be like, "How dare you?"
No, it's okay. I'm not telling anyone about anything at all.
Francisco! Guess what?
Jesus.
You have to come watch us right now.
I didn't say anything. Nothing at all.
All right, so
I like this stream, by the way. This is a good
I bet
mix.
you do.
I'm having a great time.
Should I try saying what was the word that I mispronounced in Japanese?
Sokoban?
Should I try saying that again?
I mean, you can.
I'm pretty sure.
What kind of game is our new one of our newest titles, Snowbound? It's a genre of game. What's that genre?
Sophia? Sokoban?
Your name?
Okay,
Sokoban?
Sokoban?
that was actually pretty good. And also, I'm not even mad about your first answer. That was funny. But the second one, yeah, that was pretty much it.
A new genre in Steam, like Sophia games.
Ooh.
No.
Let's do it. Wait, actually, okay.
You guys realize she's the brand marketing manager for this company, right? Like, do not give her ideas. We'll turn into a Sophia Games company in 2 years.
Can we make a Sophia tag on
Oh,
Kongregate of like all the games that I really like to play?
Hey, what new
Sophia's
games are on
choice.
Kongregate this week?
Okay, so the new games that are on Kongregate this week. So we have Among the Zombies. So if you're like, oh wait, sorry. It's called One Among Zombies.
Yes.
And I keep getting it wrong because I think of Among Us every time I say it. So I get it wrong. It's called One Among Zombies. And so if you're a zombie survival fanatic, then you gotta go play that game. And Francisco really liked it. I know that he played some of it. So if you like games that Francisco generally likes, I think you'll probably like that one. And then, of course, we have the reboots, which we're playing today.
Looking forward.
And then, and then we also have an update to Incremental Adventures. So if you're an Incremental fan, go check out the update to Incremental Adventures.
Wait,
Yeah.
was Dark Sword this week or last week?
Okay, so Dark
Oh.
Sword was uploaded to Kongregate last week, and then I told everyone about it this week, but it's actually getting featured next month. I was just so excited about Dark Sword.
It's
Everyone
really-
is so excited about
It's really fun.
Dark
I've been
Sword.
playing it. The dev is still actively uploading stuff, and so if there's things that you aren't liking about it right now, check it the next day. The only reason I'm bringing that up is Dark Sword and the reboot are. There's a couple games that our business development partner will be like, "Hey, we're looking at this game," and they'll send me like the itch.io link or something. And these are specifically two games that I remember playing like the version of it, like our preview, and I was like, I just love these, and they came out like within a week of each other, and so I'm having a great week on the website right now, y'all.
I haven't played a whole lot of Dark Sword yet. But I played a little bit of it and I was bad because what's new? But I watched Francisco's gameplay of it and I was obsessed. I really liked watching him play, so I'm hoping that I know that you really want to play, but I'm like,
I'm not. I am self-imposing a rule that I can't stream it because let's put it this way: I get a lot less PG-13 when I die in that game. Like a lot less.
yeah, exactly. It'll be really fun to watch that one when we're able to watch that one as well, because it's a beautiful game, and yeah, it's just amazing. I posted about it on TikTok too, so you know me, that's what I do. And then, so the other thing that I wanted to mention was that on TikTok and on Discord, Adrian and I have both been asking y'all about like, what questions do you have for us? Like, what do you want to know about like Kongregate's like plans and like just like all the questions that you guys have. Like I want to make sure that we're answering your questions and talking about the things that y'all want to talk about on TikTok or our blog or here on our live streams. So like ask us questions. We're writing them down. I literally have like a sheet of all of your questions that you have
Physical
asked.
sheet?
There's a lot of them. They're like, guys, it's been a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that everyone in the community knows, like, yes, we do want to get to those questions, but there are a lot of them. We need to find answers, make sure that we're giving accurate answers back to you, and so just be patient. Don't expect an immediate turnaround on some of those questions. I just want to make sure that that is established. But we're reading them, we're writing them down, and I'm really excited to get to some of them because I know some of them have been in the community for quite some time now.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I also wanted to thank everyone for like all of the questions and comments and like stories that they've been telling about, you know, their memories with Kongregate, whether recent or like a while ago. It's really cool like hearing about like your origin story with Kongregate. And yeah, I've been really enjoying reading through those. So they're definitely being seen, and yeah, we're working with all of our coworkers to answer them for you. So thank you so much. Shall we get started with the reboot?
Yeah, I love this game. I love this game.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I just was immediately drawn in by I'm making sure my tab is muted before I start anything. Just immediately drawn in by the presentation of this game.
Yes. Yeah.
I will show you
That's a
what
good
I
start.
know.
It really draws you in.
Yeah. It does. I really like, you know, there's like a whole story. In fact, I'm almost like,
Oh, I could actually
are you gonna
restart to get the story of the cutscene.
Yeah, I was kind of because it's
I don't
good.
think if I
Oh, yeah.
restart here, I don't think it will. So I think I need to refresh the page. And I'll unmute for this because it's like there's actually
Yes.
really good music in this. It's
I was
surprising.
going to ask you to do that too. I was like, actually unmute.
Like a lot, don't get me wrong, a lot of the games on the site have good music, but this is some of the music I'm like, I'm actually actively enjoying listening to this. So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys can hear me.
Maybe we'll be on iTunes too.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, is that real?
Oh, well.
Not yet an idea.
There we go. This is probably real loud for the guys on YouTube. I apologize.
I don't hear it.
Oh.
Dear YouTube, do y'all hear it?
This is a pity we can't hear the sound, right?
I mean, we can read it if you can't hear it. We'll get the
Yeah,
music in
that's
at a
true.
different point.
Pandemics. Okay, this part I was like, okay, this is too real.
Right?
Is that Bolo?
No, it was supposed to be Greta Thunberg.
Oh!
No, it's not Bono.
That's really funny.
Did you think it was a guy?
I was.
No, the guy before the girl who was fishing.
Oh, okay.
Who has a little mask or something.
Oh. Wait, now I want to go back and see.
You can watch it again.
I'll watch it later again. Sift.
Is every character, every person here a reference to something, or is that from your imagination?
It's a little bit of both. We wanted to put more references at the beginning. We're very careful, so there is some inspiration and some wink and some references, but just references.
Yeah.
So I realized, like, halfway through that I just wanted to show that because it was cool. And then I was like, wait, we have the art director and one of our animators here to, like, discuss why is that so awesome? Like, I am just some pleb in the audience who is like, this is so cool, but I don't, like, that is just so good. Like, So much
Adrian
like
wants you to explain psychologically why he loved it so much.
no, I just want you to be like I just want you to talk about some of the
Like
effort you
art.
put into it, some of the directions, some of the choices. Like you really captured and gave me like a hyped feeling going into this puzzle game, which is kind of unexpected. And so, yeah, what were you thinking?
Well, at the beginning we imagined this game like a conundrum, In fact, behind the game there is a story. We wrote with my associates a very big story. We are huge fan of Star Wars, of course, and from all the big sci-fi, so Philip K. Dick, Isaac Asimov, all the references, and we wanted to create this big story around artificial intelligence, which was the beginning. And we created this very big adventures, and then we said, okay, we have a start, we have a medium, and we have an end. Now let's, on every step, create a tiny game, which is a wing to the spot of the story. And this one, it was, of course, the first one, so it's very retro gaming, and we had in mind to create this conundrum, and as far as it's supposed to be created by machines, it's supposed to be a test for machines. So the question the robot you see on the screen is asking is, do you like boring real robots? Or do you love boring?
Yeah, I can even get to it. I'll play like one. So like if you go to, you just click, you skip the introduction to the tutorial. He's like, of course, you're a machine. Machines don't need luck.
Yes, it's a trick. It's a trick. It's exactly like when you go on some website. Sometimes you have this test. You see, we have to check you're not a robot. It's exactly the opposite. We have to check here you're a robot. So this was the first idea. So you have to be patient. It's tricky. It's
really tricky.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
And
I
it's-
did
So
well.
what?
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was wondering, what are your references? What were some of the artistic references you had for this game?
Come on. But you got the first one?
I was actually
No,
at a
no, but
moment
like-
where I'm like, wow, we don't get these kind of questions. This is great.
Well, in the story, we have, this world. In the comic book we have on the website, the world has been created again, which is the name of the game. This game is the reboot because the world has started again. And it was created again by a new AI, and the name of the AI is Sift. It's the tower, the big tower you have in the middle of your screen. And of course, the first references of this big tower with the red eye, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I didn't see
everybody
it on the
here
side.
knows it. So we had, of course, some inspiration of the Lord of the Rings, and but
Wow.
not only, in fact, for everything. For example, I've worked a lot on comic books. I'm art director on this company, but I work on comics book and created comics books, and I draw sci-fi too. And I learned everything in France with a big sci-fi author, who are Pierre Christine and Jean-Claude Mézières, who created the series Valérian. And we have
Oh,
this kind
wow.
of references, of
Wow.
course, the flying cars, the very futuristic buildings with pipes everywhere, because when you draw something which is supposed to be in the future, there are pipes everywhere. It's not very useful, but it's like that.
Pipes that move something. We don't even know what the something is, but they move something.
Exactly. So, yes, it's Star Wars, it's Lord of the Rings, it's a little bit of everything. I guess we're a little bit of the same generation, right?
I think so.
Amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. That's really cool. Also, I would like to invite our community who's watching the live stream that while earlier I said that you can, chat with us on YouTube to earn some free creds, please feel free to ask questions to us in the chat. Like, we want to ask your questions about the reboot. Ask us. Don't ask me. Ask Guillaume.
No, ask Sophia. That'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
I'll just bring a guest on and do nothing but interview Sophia about the game we're playing. Oh, we got our next stream idea, buddy.
Oh no. Well, okay, here's my thing though. Okay, if you want to ask me about like Taylor Swift or something, sure. But like yesterday, I got in trouble during one of our meetings for bringing up Taylor Swift and
I was
Travis
there.
Kelce.
She actually kind of like low-key did. It wasn't like... It was really funny.
So normally, okay, there's a meeting that I like lead every week, and at the beginning, as people are filtering in, you know, usually it's like, oh, we try to have a little bit of light conversation, and then once everyone is in the meeting, we'll have the actual meeting, right?
Go on.
Yesterday, we had a lot to talk about, but there were a few people that weren't there yet, so I was like, oh yeah, like, did you guys hear about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? Like, while I was kind of looking to see, like, oh, are these people sick, or are they gonna be here, like, just in a sec or whatever? And I think as I, like, asked that and was, like, looking to see, they came in.
The person who we were waiting to have them present like a 30-minute presentation of a 30-minute meeting. So
Yeah. And so it was like like first off, I asked that question, everyone erupts into like, oh my god, it was on the New York Times and da 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 da, and immediately just like my boss's boss raises hand in meeting. Sophia, can we please get on with the meeting? Anyway, my meeting lead,
I thought it was great.
You know.
So she was no Swiftie then. That's what you're telling
Not a Swiftie. I would not describe him as a Swiftie.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. One time he was like, oh, you should go listen to some Carly Rae Jepsen. And I was like, or Taylor Swift. And he was like, no.
Sounds about right.
No, just no. Absolutely
Just
no.
no.
Just no.
Not an alternative. Just no. That is an incorrect statement.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But anyway, so that I don't get in trouble for talking about
I have a bit of a question.
Yes.
Yes, please.
So my question is about, I'm gonna take it back to the game, just so that we
good.
don't all get in trouble for talking about Taylor Swift.
Thank you.
And I wanted to ask, how did you come up with the character of the butler in the corner?
That was actually going to be
What
one of
was
my
your process?
very first questions, like in my back of my mind. So thank you, Glenn.
In fact, the butler belongs to a robot batch, you know. And in fact, when you will see the other games which are coming, there is always a character which is supposed to guide you. And it's a little bit the same model, you know. He's got the same head, but different personality every time. And it's to create this idea that this world, which has been created by an AI, is always creating everyone on the same, you know, model, on the same structure. So many robots look the same with different personalities. And you were asking, of course, some inspiration. There is definitely Ready Player One, too, which was a big inspiration for our team. But yeah, this one for the first game, as far as this game is like, you know, an intellectual test, you know.
I'm feeling tested.
Testing. Yes, thank you.
I'm really enjoying doing a test, streaming it before an audience with 3 guests to watch what I'm doing. This is great.
And, so that's you who's playing. All right.
Yes.
All right. So,
I don't know what to make of that comment. Oh, that's you. Oh.
So it's a human playing that.
And yeah, we wanted this character who's here judging you, watching your every move, and every time you know you do a mistake, he will nod, he will say, no. So we wanted this one to be very sarcastic and very, very snobbish.
I would say, was it difficult to make a robot come off as smug? Because this dude is so smug, it's the most punchable robot face I have ever seen. So, like, if that is the mood you were trying to elicit in your audience, gold star, you nailed it.
No, it wasn't really really hard, you know.
For some reason, I thought you were saying, "Oh no, that wasn't our goal." It's like, no, that was our goal, and it wasn't that hard.
Next question.
Nailed it.
Well, I have a couple of fun, just like kind of, it's not exactly about the game, but just like a silly question, which is, what is your favorite like fictional robot or AI from, you know, like movies, books, things like that? Comic
From
books.
movies. I think my favorite one is in Wall-E. It's a tiny one who's
Mo?
very, you know, he's got always bad mood and he's killing
Mo!
everything. Mo! That's
Mo!
it. That's
I love Wall-E. I haven't watched it in a while, but when that came out on like Blu-ray, I rewatched it over and over and over again. That movie is gorgeous.
Yes. Yes. And the characters, you know, the funny thing with this, you were asking for the emotion in the robot. When you see Wall-E, you know, he just has two eyes, which can move, and yet when you see him, you have all the emotion in 15 seconds. You're like, I'm touched. So it's very easy to create it. But yes, Mo is definitely the best.
I support this. That's just a fact.
My mom the
And
other
you,
day.
and yours, may I ask? If you ask me, I guess you have one.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, the interviewer becomes the interviewee.
And the interviewee becomes the interviewer. Boom.
Right.
My favorite pop culture robot is me. No. No, so the other day my mom actually sent me a text, and let's see if I can go find it. But she sent me this picture of my Halloween costume from when I was 7 years old, that I like created when I was 7. Here, let's see. Can you see this photo?
Robofeet. Is that just like? Is that an R2D2?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's there you go. Oh,
It's cute.
The lighting is kind of bad, but yeah, I made this out of
How did you do
cardboard.
it?
You did yourself. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah,
Out of
so
cardboard. God.
yeah. So I made that out of cardboard. I collected a bunch of recycled cardboard, and then, you know, cut up the different pieces to make the dome shape, and then the, you know, like body, and then the kind of like leg thing that it has, and then cut up smaller pieces of balsa wood into the like shapes on the front of R2D2. And then I had this R2D2 cardboard costume for a really, really long time. And throughout the years, you know, sometimes it would rain on Halloween when I would be using it, and so I like did a lot of different things throughout the years for upkeep on the costume. So at times I had like the top of a salt shaker that I would like put on the top. And I put like a light
That's
under
really
that at one point so that
smart.
it could like be like a hologram and all that.
I don't know what it was. The reason that made me laugh, and that just seemed like such a Sophia answer to the problem. That's a salt shaker now.
Yeah. So yeah, there were all kinds of different gadgets and gizmos that I kind of glued onto R2D2 over the years to make him closer to the thing. But yeah, he was the reason why he was also silver is like I also like wrapped the top of him in duct tape so that it could kind of like curve and be silver. So yeah.
Now with like that imagery of like an R2D2 slowly acquiring like more gadgets and stuff, I now really, and I'm sure this is on the internet, I'm gonna Google it after the stream. I'm like really curious, like what would an R2D2 Dalek hybrid look like? Like that, I didn't realize until now, like those two shapes complement each other, like they would go together really well.
Yeah, you're right. I think there were a couple of
That
times
makes sense.
where it looked a little more Dalek-y than R2D2E.
Sorry, that was me responding to the game. Which I probably at some point should explain what I'm doing in this game. We can get to that
Yeah.
later though, only because the conversation has just been so cool and interesting so far that I was like, I'm just gonna jump in and start playing because this is one of the first games on the stream that I've already played ahead of time.
Well, you're doing well so far, Adrian.
I'm trying my best. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost.
Careful with the yellow.
I know. I just did that. That was the ooh sound. Like that wasn't supposed to be that bad.
I think that's one of the most interesting parts of this game. The fact that how it balances itself out with each color, like the fact that you can go overboard with one color out of nowhere. I also played it a little bit, and it's really fun how you came up with that idea.
Just to run people who are watching through real quick, what's happening is we have forced city districts. I'm adding one tile at a time based off of these cards on the left. Each time I hit this total, I level up and I get a new set of cards. If I ever run out of cards, the game ends. So I need to make sure I'm hitting that total as I'm running out of cards or my game ends. The other lose state is if one of your districts, one of these combinations of numbers, I believe is 15% or less, 25% of 15.
I think it was 15.
Of the other of the other districts, of like the biggest district, it's out of balance. If you level up in that state, you lose. So like there's that cool like gameplay to balance out. The other thing that's interesting is at any point you balance 3 of your districts, you get some extra cards. If you balance the 4th one, you also get more cards. And I've learned on my 2nd or 3rd game, that's really important to check for. If you can ever balance a couple districts and get a couple more cards in your hand, do that before doing something risky. That's most of it. Did I forget anything?
No, so far you're very good.
There you go. You got
Hear that, Sophia? I'm good.
I know.
I'm good.
What? What?
Someone praised me.
I'm just gonna lower that self-esteem.
Oh no, it's good.
Just a little bit though, and I'm gonna say
Nope,
that
not listening.
The Cryptors just went into our YouTube chat and said the reboot's high score is 18,435,936.
Hey.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, that did not need to be done. I've gotten a grand total of like a couple hundred, I think. I don't know. I haven't really checked my score at the end. I need to next time. Oh no.
This score is crazy, but the guy who made it took a video of it to prove that he wasn't cheating.
Wow. And fair. At my work in community management, fair to check that.
How do you feel about that?
You mean with this high score, or the guy taking a video of himself spending the night of the game?
The high score, like
Both.
the same night.
The night, and it was a good start.
Jesus.
And well, I have to say I was a little bit frustrated because I was just able to reach the million, so I did million. I was frustrated, but well, there are some guys who are definitely good. It was, it was during the first day, so when we put it online, it was funny to see people just connecting, and some of them were saying it's addictive. I had a friend who's very.
I'd support that.
And he spent the whole night saying, I'm very frustrating because I can't fill the map, the whole map. Yeah. So,
I was trying to do that.
we were very happy to see that. We wanted to see people having fun. It's like this game 2048. I don't know if you remember this.
Oh yeah.
And we wanted something where you're always trying to do best and to beat your last score. So. Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations, because that has been the last week for me.
Yeah, same here.
You're very welcome.
Now I wish that I had been videoing my scores.
Oh, do you think you could have made the cut?
I mean, maybe.
All right. Oh, maybe we should put Sophia on this then.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. What have I done?
Yeah, what have I done? Also, Plan is to Run is currently inviting people to do speed runs of this game now in the chat.
Oh, speaking of in the chat, and maybe mentioning the time that it is.
Oh, right. Perhaps.
I mean, it's not like our loyal followers are here for any specific reason or anything.
Do y'all want some creds? Because we're gonna roll for some creds. Yeah? Maybe? Perhaps? Should I go in the chat and say, talk to me?
Talk to me? Yeah, that's how that works.
The cryptors ask if I submitted my scores. Okay, so that's the thing, is I didn't, and I wish I did, because I feel like I got a pretty good score. I didn't get as high as a high score, obviously, but I got a pretty good score.
How pretty good?
Good enough. Better than Adrian, maybe. Okay, maybe not as good as Adrian.
What?
That sassy look from Adrian.
What? That was a shot, and that was fired.
All right, I'm rolling. I'm gonna tell everyone. I really need to change the subject. So 5.
Oh, I'm
4,
with.
3, 2, 1, and let's go. Roll it. Jacqueline Santos.
Oh, neat. Oh, I was short.
Damn.
Congratulations.
How's that compare, Sophia?
What? Okay, here's I don't remember what my score was.
Adrian.
I did well. I know I did well.
Submit. There we go.
All right.
Oh, wow. Maybe I shouldn't have clicked that. Oh, wow, this is cool!
The leaderboards.
Yo! Actually, I'm legitimately here. This is a cool moment for some of the people in the chat, because I am considering doing this as one of our leaderboard events. So this is me actively looking like, how can we use this for one of our community events? I don't think I'm anywhere on here. What did I have? 300 something?
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep trying.
See, I don't remember what my score is, so I can easily say that I got better than you. But it's
That
just
helps.
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm gonna run through the tutorial. Wait, does it do the tutorial every time, or is it?
But I
think
know
so.
that like over on the side.
Okay, I'll run it
was,
through
like,
this time.
Over on the side, it was like at least in the thousands. So I know that there's that.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I wanted to add something when you were asking how we had the idea of this game at the beginning. As you know, we have created another game which will arrive very soon on Kongregate 2, but every game, you know, has got a very different gameplay. This one was like a mind test or a mind trick. The other one, for example, the second one which is coming is a quick test, you know, ability test.
No.
Like to have some reflex, how you react, your speed, and it can be an unlimited game if you're very strong. So this one is funny because Reboot, for example, is a game, there is an end to this game, but the next one, if you're good enough, there is no end. And the third one, which will arrive, we're very proud of this one. You haven't seen it at all, but it will arrive at the end of, and in the middle of October. Going silly. It will be very cool too.
Ooh.
And yet very different with a character you can move. So yes, this one is like a tiny map, the second one is like a Tetris, and the third one it will be like an moving adventure.
Ah, that's fun. Well, my birthday is middle of October, so
It's a Sophia game. We did it, y'all.
That was an excellent segue. I
Yeah,
love it.
totally smooth.
Perfect timing.
I'm just saying it's for my birthday, so I'm gonna go play, and it'll be fun. That's all.
That's it.
Oh, it looks like the person who won isn't in the chat anymore, but
Oh no.
I'm going to say anyway, just in case, that if you come back to the chat, let us know your Kongregate username, and we will give you 100 free creds. And if we don't hear it by, the end of the stream, we'll re-roll again, right? Is that how it works? We re-roll again if we don't hear their username after.
We don't. If we don't have, we want to have 2 winners by the end of the stream. So we want someone to share their username. I can't just guess or hope to eventually share it. And just a reminder, they are non-transferable. You cannot give someone else's username.
Yeah. So yeah, if you don't want the cred, or if you can't get the creds for whatever reason. One, you can just go make a Kongregate username if you don't have one, and then you can have the creds, and then you can use the creds. But otherwise, we'll just re-roll. So, but congrats anyway to the person who won. Congrats, and maybe you'll give us your username. All right.
I'm going to restart that one. That was you guys got to see a bit of the tutorial. I realized I built myself really far away from the tile that the tutorial was forcing me to build myself to. So, just going to reboot.
Yeah. Reboots. Aren't you supposed to clap when that happens?
They said the title. I got real confused. Not real confused. There was a moment, a hot second, when I heard that this game might be coming to the site. When I heard the title, and I'm like, "It's not a reference to that show, is it? The 3D animated show reboot from the '90s." I just wanted to bring that up because that is a key part of my nostalgia. That show was so gross looking in hindsight, but I loved it.
Well,
anyway,
do you want me to answer the question?
Oh, yes.
No, you will be disappointed. It wasn't a reference.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so at all. Did not.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It would have been great. Honestly, I didn't think so. And then the way you presented it, do you want to know the answer? I'm like, oh, is there a chance?
Yeah.
That was when you messed with me.
That show or something like that.
Oh, yeah. That would have
had some mysterious atmosphere. Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, I feel like I have not really heard of and maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm just me, but I hearing the term roguelike Citybuilder was not one that I had heard before, and so I'm curious, how did this idea of for the gameplay kind of come into fruition?
Just to build off that a little bit too, it's this is a really unique puzzle game. This doesn't feel like any puzzle game I've ever played. This whole balancing mechanic balanced out with the placement mechanic. So how did you guys end up on some of these mechanics?
I have the answer, so I will choose.
Are you gonna wait, everyone, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah. The answer is I don't know. No, just kidding.
If you noticed the cinematic at the introduction of the game, the cinematic is a very short movie. It's the story of SIFT, the artificial intelligence, the supreme intelligence, artificial intelligence. And it was designed, in fact, to cure the world and to find solutions to everything. And in fact, she did our mission. In our stories, the artificial intelligence is not evil, She's just doing her job.
She's doing her job. Ran the numbers. Yeah. I got the perfect solution.
But, there was an inspiration very few months ago when Midjourney was online. Someone asked the program, to show salmon in the river. And it put a picture of just a piece of salmon swimming in the water. And it's exactly what you had in mind, the AI is doing it there is no sensitivity or feelings, it's just doing it. So in the story, when Sift is creating her own city, she's trying to make the perfect city, very geometrical, very perfect, very shiny, very colorful. So you have in fact to help her in her mission, which is in her first mission, creating the perfect city. So when you read the comic book, the city is already built, and in fact the comic book is starting many years after this part of the game. But the game is what happened before, at the beginning, when she was just getting started.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I'm going to need to share this comic book with our community, because this is the first I've heard about it. I can't wait to check it out myself, and It's really cool to have a game like this on the site that just has so much established lore just out of the gate. This is great.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Lore everywhere.
I did see that when I went to your TikTok page, I did see that it was like video games, comic books, and it said that on your website as well. So I was like, I wonder what that's about. But I didn't expect them to be so interconnected. So that's really cool.
The main idea is really to tell the story. We are very proud of our story, and we love Easter eggs, and we're hiding it everywhere, in the games, in the comic, on the website, on the characters. It's like the whole thing is something which is connected, but it definitely has a sense. It's not something where we are sitting and we say, what are we going to do next? And it's supposed to be connected. No, in fact, the first thing we did was writing the story from A to Z.
Wow.
The fun part, and if we keep going where we want to go, well, it should be really fun.
Wow. That's really amazing.
And is there any like special, like, do you like working more on comics or on video games, or each one has their own flavor to it?
This is a tricky question because it's so different. The characters are the same, but for example, for the hero of our story is a tiny robot, which is supposed to be a walking garbage, an evolution of the walking smart garbage. It's a tiny robot, very, very funny and very stressed, and he has his temper. And when I'm working on him on the comic book, I can play with the emotions and the positions and what he's doing, what he's gonna say. So it's the story, and I'm watching it on the paper. And with the other guys, I'm working because I'm not alone on the comic, of course. On the other hand, when we're on the game, it's pixel art, so it's so different. It's funny because you can see how he's moving, how he can interact with things, but at the end of the day, when it's the first time I'm thinking about this question, I couldn't choose between two sides because it's very complementary, in fact, and very different too. So 50-50.
Interesting.
Is it okay?
No, it's good. Actually, one of my questions off the back of that is so.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
And I feel like you kind of answered it, but I just kind of want to like hone in on this. Would you feel that the gameplay here, like, created the story, or that the story created the gameplay? It sounds like the story created the gameplay, which feels just really backwards from a lot of the game design. That not backwards is like a negative thing. Like, that's interesting.
You answered yourself. The story created the game.
Huh.
Yes, definitely. And the second one, it's the same, because if the name of the first game, is the reboot, it's because she rebooted the world. The second game, the name is Repopulation, so you can guess what she's doing then.
Okay. Yep.
The third game, I can give you spoilers. The name of the third game is Energy Quest. There definitely needs of energy.
I thought you were gonna go with a theme there. I thought it was gonna be like reboot, repopulate, and then like, I don't know, like re-energize or something like that. I thought it was gonna be like the Re-series there for a second.
No.
Your names are great. Don't get me wrong. I just.
It's okay. I'm not mad at you, Adrian. Thank you.
You can be. I welcome.
She's like, someone please once on the stream be mad at this guy.
Can you imagine if we invited someone on and they actually got mad?
Re-energizing. It's a very cool name.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
No, I'm kidding. That's true. We wanted Energy Quest because, in fact, there is the name of the robot. This is Army Adventure Energy Quest. So we had the big conversation at home. Should we say something like reboot, repopulation, exactly like you said? And should we say something for the third one? We say no, Energy Quest, which is what we want. And the fourth game, because there will be a fourth, which will be a different game, different name. Sorry.
And I won't ask for that one. I'm afraid of making the same misstep again.
Oh yeah, please, please be silent on this one.
Usually it's the people in our chat who do stuff like that, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really. Alright.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny. All right, so if you were to create a robot that could do a task for you so you didn't have to do it anymore, what would it be? What would you design a robot
Cooking.
for?
I hate it. I just want to eat.
Cleaning.
This is a tricky question. Well, answer it first, please. Give me an idea.
Oh
You know,
gosh.
the truth is, I love.
I'm
my
loving
dog.
this
I mean,
approach of me.
My side, I'd rather cleaning, because at least cooking you can get a list of, like, if you cook for someone else, it feels really good. But like if you
Yeah.
clean for someone else, it's not the same thing. It's almost like a chore every time.
See, I'm
I'll
in
go
that
for cleaning.
I'm in that camp of like cleaning kind of helps me clean out my brain at the same time. I like to just like tune out and randomly start organizing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't clean well, but it is relaxing.
All right. I was going to say cleaning, but now I feel like I've got to come up with something else.
And you do. Yep.
Let's
Sorry.
see. I would create a robot that would live stream with me so that no. Adrian was like, no, I like having Adrian as my co-host. And
Yes, I got a
Francisco
compliment
as my
out of it!
co-host. No, I just had to. Well, here's my thing. I think I would make a robot that would make, phone calls, like I have to call my doctor or I have to, make an appointment somewhere. I want a robot that's going to just do those phone calls for me. I hate doing that.
An assistant robot?
Yeah, can I just, hey Google, can you, wait, no, don't actually.
That's a good one. And you, Adrian?
Cooking.
Cooking.
I don't even do the prep work. I just don't like having to monitor the food and make sure nothing goes wrong.
Well, now I have my answer for mine. I guess it's a little bit more boring, but I guess it would be a driving robot. One of my friends calls me the suitcase because he's always driving me everywhere. He's always saying, I take you, I put you in the car, and I take you here, and you're pissing me off because
That's
I'm sitting in the car.
That's a
So I
perfect
guess
nickname.
A robot driving me everywhere would be perfect.
So what's funny that you say that is one of my questions that I was going to ask is, would you get into a self-driving car?
Hey!
Those exist now.
I have tried. One of my friends in France had
Really?
one, and he took me on. Well, he's a funny guy, He's got a plane pilot license, so he can fly, he can ride, he can drive, and now he's not driving. But yeah, he took me in this car and he say, "Hey, you wanna see something funny?" And he pushed the button and. Watching the lines, like I saw so many videos on Instagram of people who are getting in the car, and even the Uber who has no driver, and it was weird. But I guess with time it's like Minority Report. Or
Did you
Yep.
feel safe?
in fact, you feel. I guess I would feel safe if every car around was exactly the same. Because
Right.
you're not very scared of what the car is going to do. You're scared to know if she will have a very fast reaction, if she will react she can forecast what's going to happen or not. It's very different. It's not the mind of someone. So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've definitely heard a lot of people that feel the same way as that.
Yeah, actually, I was about to say I kind of want to change my answer because I lived in Japan for a while, right? I got real used to just using public transit to get anywhere, and then I moved back to the U.S. and I hate driving. I just hate it. I hate having to do it. I just want to be able to get on a bus or a subway and go to the thing I want to do and come back.
Yeah, definitely. When I was living in Spain, I really loved how easy it was to use the buses. Like, I remember I went on this hike and I went all the way to the top and then I went down the wrong side. So I was way far away from home, and it was like I had already done this whole hike. I didn't want to like redo it all over again. And so, but luckily, I like ran into some people who like, they were like, oh, the bus is literally right there. And I was like, oh my God, even though I'm like way out in the middle of the countryside, it was like, yeah, no, the bus is like here. It's like, it'll be here in 15 minutes. I was like, dang, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice. So, Glenn, would
Yes.
you get into a self-driving
So
car?
you now have the energy of like a teacher who's about to pick on someone in the class.
Yeah, I'm like, you. What
I'm sorry.
is
No.
12 times
Okay.
12?
Glenn, you did start this by saying, "Don't worry."
No.
I did.
Well, so I think on my side, I will actually, I would rather not get into a self-driving car. It really it freaks me out a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. It really freaks me
Yeah.
out a little bit. I'd rather have the human touch, so to speak.
Valid.
Yeah. I can see, yeah, I can definitely see like both sides. Like, I feel like no matter what, cars are scary. So there's that.
You know,
That's
but
a really
it's-
good point.
it's
Cars
really
are
funny
literally
because
killing machines.
when you're talking about this topic, I have in mind this scene in Minority Report. It was a movie I loved so much, and
I was gonna ask, was Minority Report by chance an inspiration for this? Because it's come up twice. It is a good movie. It is a good movie, by the way. I don't want to make fun of it, but like, yeah, cool.
oh, we're not making fun. It's a very good movie.
It's great. I love it.
If you want, we can talk about bad movies too. So far you're doing quite well too.
I'm just moving real slowly, just letting these build out.
I can see that. Very slowly, very smooth.
I'm trying my best. I'm really, honestly, here's what happens with
when-
me, is I like laser in on one mechanic at a time. And so I'm so like looking at the four colors to be like, oh, I want to get these all balanced so I can get extra cards. Then every now and then I completely neglect the total, and then I look over and I'm like, all I have is like a +1 and a +2. I have made an error.
Yeah.
Yes, and you fell into the first trick.
Oh no!
Congratulations!
This was
again,
all
you
planned! I got bamboozled!
You're keeping the balance, but you're keeping a very low balance. So at the end of the day, your score will be.
Oh!
You will fill the whole map, but your score will be low.
Got it. So I'm playing a little too safely. Like I'm trying too hard to keep it. Interesting.
No pain, no gain.
Interesting. Huh. That'll be a night.
When I was playing, what I would do is add the like +2 or +1 to, like the lower ones, and then after I had added the pluses, then I would go to the multiplication, because then it was like a higher number that you were multiplying by.
Right.
And then, like, obviously the lower ones I would give the higher multiplications to. But of course, you start getting to this area where it's like, like +12 and like ×4, and it's like, uh-oh, this one's way higher now. And then so it's like you have to go back to the other ones.
And that's something I
raise those.
definitely learned in my first early games, and I'm about to do it now. It's like when these all start getting up to 2 digits, a lot of times that's what I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to just start putting something tiny in here so I have the option later. which I might do on blue here, because that's a 40 and a 24.
Yeah.
You know, we're right now working on a tiny update on this game, and very soon, in fact, in the next few days, you will see coming an update with new cars. In fact.
Oh! Ooh!
To change, spice a little bit your strategy.
I am excited to hear that.
You look excited.
I look scared that at any moment I'm going to completely screw this up.
The
All
new
right.
car will blow your
Oh,
mind.
but no, now my greens won't count.
I'm going to roll.
Oh, yeah, it's probably something we should do.
About... Oh, sorry. Go for a roll.
Yeah, our community will go rabid if we don't do this.
All right, I'm pressing. Let's see. What? Okay, that was weird. What? Wait, I'm confused.
No, it's fine. It's not like we've done this every
there's
week.
There's a person that it says null. Oh wait, okay, never mind. That's just their username. Okay. Okay, rolling. All right, Ballistic Showdown.
Hey!
So Ballistic Showdown is one of the developers, but they're
What game do they develop?
I refuse to answer that question.
This actually was a question that happened on the stream. That's maybe why I'm ringing up. Anyway, sorry, Sophia. You were doing something. You were doing your job. I'm here doing something completely different.
Okay. So one day, Ballistic Showdown comes onto the live stream.
Oh.
I forget who it was for, but they were on a live stream for another developer. And they said, oh, I'm actually a game developer too. And I said, oh, what game do you develop? And of course, the answer was Ballistic Showdown.
Which, to be fair to Sophia, I think was a newer game on the site at the time.
It was.
But it was still really funny.
In fact, it was one that hadn't been published yet.
Oh.
But it was going to be in like a week or two, so I still should have known. But anyway, they won. But they're not just a... Wait.
Take your time.
Ballistic... I want to know, like, Ballistic Showdown, you do want the creds, right? Because I know that you're someone who is also a community member in addition to being a developer, which we have plenty of.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a developer who is a community member, or a community member who is a developer, let us know.
Right.
Tell us. I love asking questions and being able to show off your games and things. I mean, like Rooted Luca, for example, has a game on our website. They're like a really big community member. They're in the Discord and everything, and they made Heather's Halloween Christmas. So we've got a lot of people who play the games on the site, are active in the community, and have also developed games that are published on Kongregate.com. But what I should say, which I keep waiting to say, is let us know your Kongregate username so we can give you 100 creds.
Oh yeah, that's an important step, that you tell us the usernames.
Yes. Okay, they said, can we roll again? Okay, they're like, I am a member and everything, but they would like us to roll again.
Valid, thank you.
Valid.
Fair. But
Yes.
they are yours to take in the future. If any dev is watching, it's your prerogative.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Ballistic Showdown.
You know, there's a
ask you
setting.
one more time.
There's a setting where you can disable people, right?
Yeah, there is. No, I just want to double check.
Oh, I thought you rolled them a second time.
No. Just like final chance to claim your creds. I want to make sure that you're allowed to take them because you're both, you are a community member in addition to being a developer. So you can have them if you would like them, but if you don't want them, I will roll again. That's all I'm saying.
Is that all you're saying?
That's all I'm saying.
That's all you're saying.
I'm just saying, you know. I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Trying out this bolder strategy of going for bigger numbers, and I'm not as comfortable with how out of I want my balance.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I just realized I'm ridiculously
actually,
short.
Yeah, you're right. You're not good.
The opposite of good. But
yes, you have.
I do have a choice.
You have a choice, yes.
To do that, so then I can throw some behind blue
Because
here.
I don't know if we said it, but the grey house on the map, when you join them, you know, the isolated house, you know, sometimes you have buildings in the middle of somewhere. If you reach them, it will bring you and give you some cards. Oh, and by the way, have you noticed when you put your new building on the, you know, on the place, or do you know what is the drawing on what you're putting your building on? You know, this.
Like the ruins? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. You're building the new city on the ruins of the former world.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Totally valid.
There isn't a detail.
Very cheery.
Yeah.
So you're almost there now.
I'm almost there. I'm going to try to finish this run. We still have to do Who's That Companion, which is hilarious
Oh my
because
gosh,
we're already almost
I
10 minutes
know.
over the stream.
Yeah.
But I want to finish this run. It's going very well, and that's the most important thing to me right now.
Okay, I need to know. Noel Dev just won the reroll, and are you a Dev too? Do you want the credits?
Are you a dev, or are you the lack of a dev?
I know,
Oops.
I'm confused
Old
by their
devs.
username.
Oops,
But,
all devs.
but please let us know your Kongregate username if you'd like the creds. Oh man, this is the most confusing roll I've ever done. Oh my goodness, it's another Dev. And they're like, let's re-roll.
Hey, what game do you develop? Ask them. Actually, I guess I just did, didn't I? That's how that works.
Hey, bracket null bracket dev. What game do you develop? Is it called Null, or is it the reboot, or is it a Kongregate?
I mean, it could have
game?
been. Yeah, it's a good name, no, like a game.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. It could be someone that works at Kongregate. I don't know. I've never seen the username null dev before. And I thought that it was a mistake at first. I thought that YouTube made a mistake, but it was just
Nah, YouTube never makes mistakes. What are you talking about? Alright, getting there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Okay,
actually sweating.
Did they develop a game called Null?
They said Ballistic Showdown.
So now, anytime we ask a developer, what game do you develop, we should just assume it's Ballistic Showdown. How big is your guys' team over there, y'all?
Wow. Yeah, I'm curious now. Also, we should play Ballistic Showdown.
We should. We really should sometime. Oh no, my Reds! No! My terribly laid plan has all gone wrong!
That's why I was sweating before.
I mean, it's inevitable, right? Everything's gonna go wrong at some point.
Yeah, what you should do is taking the by 8 and put it on the yellow to have the bigger score.
I was gonna ask before, because I still have until I level up, right? I was gonna ask. Oh, actually, I'm about to level up. That's how scores process. Like, I get my final score. It's not. It'll be that afterwards, right?
Yes.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure I could go out with a bang.
Wow, this is pretty amazing.
Okay.
Wow.
Imbalance happened, but I got a number that's probably larger than Sophia's.
Very close.
Yeah,
very close.
honestly, this might be.
Having someone from the team here to give me the inside scoop on the best strategy might have been an advantage. I'm going to start setting up Who's That Companion, though.
Yes, perfect. So, DHA Speedruns won the giveaway, the second giveaway. So, congrats to DHA.
Whoops.
And Ballistic Showdown said it's a 5-person team. So,
Oh, hey.
Maybe it's possible that every single other person is secretly a dev on Ballistic Showdown, like every single other person who was in the chat, but I don't think so.
All right.
Although actually there's more than 5 people chatting, but still.
Who's that companion? I put that here. Good, okay. All right, so this was this week's outline of the newest companion to our website. If you're not familiar with companions, there are these cute little characters that you can unlock on a weekly basis by doing achievements called badges around the site. We had a new one that joined our crew on Monday, and this was the outline that we gave the community to fill in with their interpretation of what this is. Normally I like to have a little fun with this and like ask our guests, but we're already really over on time, so I think I'm just going to go through the submissions for this this week, because they're really good. Okay, so first of all, we have Jeff Lantern from our friend. This was from Matrix. Okay, yeah, this was from Matrix, who drew Jeff Lantern, and they also drew an armadillo that's kind of like stuck in this. Is this like an armadillo or like an elephant? I can't really tell, but the claws look armadillo-like, right?
Yeah, I see it.
We had Bodica come in.
I love it.
It's so cute, right? Bodica came in with a pumpkin. Pumpkins on the brain. We also had the toothy vampire option. And a car steering wheel. What a ridiculous idea, Bodica. What crazy. A car steering wheel? Never.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't see it. I do see the angry walrus that I did not realize was also Bodica's drawing. So that worked out.
Cool.
It's really cool.
Oh, wow. That's really good.
This was my favorite.
I don't know. This is in quotes, so I don't know what this is in reference to, but this is just called "They Did Surgery on a Grape."
All right.
Amanda, I'm not getting this one. I might need this one explained. But we also got Gyro. He's really glad to see you. I did not get that. That's really good. I didn't get what this was. And as always, Slim Tim, because the E's are silent.
We do love Slim Tim.
I've never actually had to parse this name live, so this will be great. There's not really enough vowels in that to say out loud. Fabelkunk actually submitted some like AI interpretations of it, which I thought was really interesting, like a cool use of the tech.
Yeah, this one looks like a fruit bowl.
Yeah.
And I think they said shiny fruit or something like that.
Yep, bowl of glassy fruits.
The first one was like an egg.
Yeah, the broken fancy Easter egg. Good job.
Oh, wow. I see that now. I was wondering what that one was.
We have this. I think this is such a cute interpretation. Turning it into like a little multi-tier space vessel with some aliens in it.
That's adorable.
I love it.
I love how many people joined this week.
Yeah, I should be holding up. This was Caleron this week. Caleron did the spaceship. I even made one because I just couldn't help. But because I make the outlines each week, right?
It's time to judge.
Oh, don't worry, you're fine. You're fine because I cheated. I totally cheated. There was just something that I couldn't unsee when I was making the outline, and so I had to create it for you all, which was the Pokemon Yamask. It just fits so well, so I kind of snuck it in there. I just thought that was a cute little idea.
That makes sense, and it's funny because we talked about Pikachu secretly being
and then we had one more from Kickity the Kickball, which is a name I actually have not seen before and is amazing, which was a really creative interpretation of this bizarre steering wheel theory.
I see a steering wheel. I don't know what all these people are talking about.
No, you did not see you saw. So apparently this is what Sophia saw this week.
Uh-oh.
So artists, if you have any comments you would like to leave.
I have so many questions.
All right.
So many questions.
Well, please, I'm right here. Please interview me about my art.
First of all, why?
Well,
Thank you,
see,
Glenn.
the last one that I did was so good, I felt like I had to make Adrian cringe.
Valid, and it worked.
Mission accomplished.
Also,
Wait a
I'm
minute. You did this?
Yeah.
All of them?
no, she only
just
did the
the
last
last
one.
one.
Only the final
All
one.
right, all right. Okay.
Yeah, you're like, oh wow, the other ones were amazing. No,
I'm-
only this one.
What is it supposed to be? This one?
Well, it's titled, and this isn't like title case. Like each of these words is capitalized, right? So this is the name of the
I'm
piece.
sorry.
Do not draw a donut. That's what this is called. This piece is called "Do
Alright.
Not Draw a Donut."
All right, all right.
Because I imagine that's what Adrian would be saying to me.
Valid.
I do love the sprinkles, though. I really
oh,
love
it's a little
the
tiny
tail
than
of
I
the
thought it would.
sprinkles.
Here's our guy this week. This is a smaller version than I was expecting. His name is Miles. And as Amanda pointed out, and I will bring this over, this is probably some of my favorite flavor tags we've done with the newest batch yet. Just busy at 10 and 2, but otherwise free all day. And just, you can just like, that period contains just like a wink. Like that's how, I love this. This is great.
Yes. And we also, some of the questions that
I
we
love the
got
name.
from our community were about the companion, so I'm excited to answer those when we
Perfect.
are able to get full answers for all of their questions.
But that's it. That's it. That is the Who's That Companion for this week. Keep an eye out on the server. It will be next Thursday will be the next time that one of these outlines go up. And then next time I'm on this, well, not next time I'm on the stream, but in 2 weeks, we'll have a stream with another set of your artwork that we will show an audience. Like, isn't that cool?
Yeah, I love it. And I really wish that I had done a better job, like, realizing that we had 2 artists that were going to be on this stream.
It's almost like you schedule the guests
It
each
is almost
episode.
like that.
So I mean, it's
Schedule
almost like you
roasts
had that
of
information.
yourself.
I should have known. I should have done a better job. But anyway, join us next week. We're going to be playing Monster Tiles Tower Defense with Francisco and with a content creator who makes videos of Monster Tiles TD. So we're going to get to see things. We're going to get to see things from a slightly different perspective next week. So very exciting. Join us. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Discord.
Yep.
Thank you,
Yep.
guys.
There you go. Bye.
Yeah, there you go. Bye.
Oh, that happens sometimes.